Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to Stream of Card Consciousness. I am Mark Ford, and as always, joined by my friend and my brother up in the Panhandle, Greg Smith. And we also have a very special guest tonight who I'll be introducing in a moment. How you doing tonight, Greg?
I'm doing great, Mark. I'm dodging lightning bolts up here. It's electric and fun, and the dogs are freaking out. And got the rest of the family running interference for me tonight. So yeah, it's hot, just hot everywhere, man.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've
you
been
know,
driven outside. It's hot. I'm outside. It's, you see where you've had people and stuff in the house and all that. So we're doing the show poolside tonight.
nice. Yeah, I've got some Ozzy to listen to here in a little while, and we'll talk about that in a little while. But other than that,
Um,
doing really good, man. How are you doing?
Good. All right. Well, I'm excited. We got a guest here, host and founder of his own show about cardboard and cards, Card Blitz Weekly. Kelly Reed. How you doing, Kelly?
I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Good, good. We're glad to have you on the show tonight and talk a little bit about what you got going on.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
absolutely, Kelly. That's great. And I've got a couple questions for you. I know that you started really with Blitz Weekly. It's a website, blitzweekly.com.
Yes,
And
sir.
my question to you, really, a couple of them. One, what got you into doing that? Two, are you still regularly contributing? And three, just kind of give me an idea of what you like to collect. And I know those are pretty broad questions, but first, maybe just tell us a little bit about Blitz Weekly and the show that you do with your buddy Patrick. So, anything you want to expound on there.
Sure. Blitzweekly.com. Start off with in the print media business, doing a weekly publication. It was a free tabloid type publication about sports and entertainment here in the Metroplex. And so the
Okay.
website was created at the same time back in '08. And so the YouTube channel name is Blitz Weekly, but the handle says Blitz Weekly 2008. So that's the tie-in there. All about sports and entertainment. And then in regards to the show itself that I started, it's called Card Blitz, and it's on the Blitz Weekly channel.
Right on. And now, so you Metroplex, you're from the Dallas area, is that right?
Yes, sir. DFW.
Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about like your collecting journey? Were you like most people that I talk to now, where you collected for a long time and then kind of gave it a rest for 20, 30 years and then got back into it, or have you been collecting the whole time, or
I think
what's
you've been doing this for a while, Greg. A familiar story. Collected in the late '70s. Star Wars cards were my gateway cards into collecting. When that movie came out, man, I fell in love with them and discovered cards with sticks of gum in them. Looking at them Star Wars cards, and so the next year, though, learned about football and baseball cards, and that also had gum and cool pictures. And so, yeah, just kind of, collected for about 4 or 5 years there. By like sixth grade in 1982, kind of stopped doing that, did more to like music and stuff like that. And, then over the years, like in college, I'd got back into it. And then once I got a decent paying job after school in the mid 90s, dove into it big time into the hobby. Stepped away about '02 because I got a house and then wife and kids and got back into it in 2023. Right after the big COVID boom, I jumped in.
right? Well, that's a very familiar story, and Mark
Yeah.
and I are similar. I think his sat in an attic for you
I
know
sat in the closet for 30 freaking years in a box. So, and then
yeah.
I ended up turning that into what I got now. So, Kelly, you got any cards of the week for us this week? Any, we do cards of the week. I know you probably brought some along with you to show and see what you're
Yeah, I
into.
got some cards of the week. The first one here is this right here. Is this a Mark Ford special right here?
Well, wasn't meant
Little
to be a
autographed long gone.
shameless plug for me, but that's cool, man. Right on.
Long gone, dude. Him in the '90s with the Rangers, he was the man, and so certainly appreciate the card, Mark. That was very kind.
No problem, brother. I appreciate you, and like I said, we're glad to have you here. And I appreciate your fellow. For those that don't know, Kelly's also a fellow educator, a teacher. So anything I can ever do for you, man, you got it. So
All right, and then card number 2 out of 3 is a Wayne Chan special here. little Shohei Ohtani 2013 edition.
Oh
Excellent.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
pretty
beauty.
cool.
Yeah.
And it's all in Japanese. And Ohtani today hit number five in a row for like his home run streak, five
Wow.
consecutive games. And he's just a man on a different kind of mission. And so I collect some Ohtani cards. And then is his name Cravata, Andrew
Andrew,
Cravata?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, watching one of y'all's old episodes, Andrew kind of reminded me of this 1958 Hank Aaron here.
Mm,
Right on.
Yeah.
nice.
With the yellow named edition. So,
Okay.
yeah, definitely. Love talking cards with y'all and watching your show, and I'm excited to be here.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Well,
That
yeah,
fits
great.
me and Aaron. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Aaron. I'm trying to finish that Aaron run, so that's a great card. That's an awesome card. Juan Gonzalez, for those that don't know, he's a great signer. You can find his address on the TTM sites, and he signs for free. And there's a guy. Was he got almost 500 home runs, Kelly, or
Yeah,
he's doing?
yeah, about 460 when
Yeah,
he
so
retired.
and personally, I think he should be in the Hall of Fame, but it's a story for another day. But he's a good
Two
signer.
years of MVP too,
Yeah,
so
good.
AL MVP.
And
Yeah, he was the AL MVP. I think the year he had like 160 something RBIs. That was crazy.
He was on a torrid pace that year.
Yeah, I remember Sports Center was talking about him, and they were doing like an RBI watch for a little while with
mhm,
the Hack Wilson
yeah,
record, but he
Wilson,
kind of
yeah.
faded a little bit. So, yeah, very cool cards. Mark, what do you have for cards of the week this week,
All
man?
right, yeah, real quick. Those of you, Kelly's watched the show for a while. I don't know if he goes all the way back to the beginning, but had a bit of a border war with the group. And I tried to light their cards on fire, and it didn't work out so good. And remember that their cards didn't even burn. So, anyways, had a bit of a border war, but in full disclosure, I kind of put a halt to that. I sent out the olive branch, saw some things I liked in one of their cells, and full disclosure. So it looks like the cardboard kids got their stuff together. I got some really great graded cards. I'm not going to BS. I still think that their raw prices are astronomical, but for slabs is amazing. My friend Eddie Robinson, 1952. It's an authentic. It's beautiful. Allegedly, it's been trimmed, but I don't care. I've had a bit of relationship with Eddie before he died. He was the oldest living major leaguer at over 100 years old when he passed, and that guy's a great guy. And man, he'd be choked up, but I miss him. And then my buddy Kirk Lorkowski up in Buffalo. He's a humongous Hulk fan, Hulk Hogan. So I got this Hulk Hogan made in America, American made, and I'm gonna keep that. That's for me. And then he's got Hulkamania. That's for my buddy. I'm gonna send that up to Buffalo to Kirk. And real quick, rolling quick. So we've done 59 Frank Robinson. It's a Beckett 4.5. This is in my top five cards of all time. I got this for like 20 bucks. So a Beckett slab. I don't care for $20. I'm gonna pop on the 59 Robinson every day.
Right.
And then the last one, I've told the story about meeting Ray Boom Boom Mancini on the show in Miami when I met him when I was a kid. So I wrote him a letter. Kelly, I'll send you his address. About I talk about him and overcoming and when I met him, how nice he was, and Reggie Jackson was not so nice and blah blah blah. So I told him a little bit about what I'm doing. So this is Boom Boom Mancini autographed a card for me. Ton of personalization on there, but it's to Mr. Ford's class. Best of luck to all the champs. So
That's
that's really great,
awesome.
man. Boom Boom Mancini. So that'll go in my room, and that'll go in room 6, and the kids will like it and dig it. And when I talk about Boom Boom Mancini, I can say, and he says you guys are all the champs, so we better start moving forward. And those are my cards.
Those are very cool. Kelly, what's your thoughts on some of those? You got any thoughts on those?
That Frank Robinson, did you look at like the centering? And I mean, it's nice. It's
Oh, it's
well
gorgeous. Yeah,
centered,
there we
man.
go. 59. Yeah, it's nice. I'm sorry, people, I'm out in the dark, but this is a cool effect. Look at that. It's nice. Yeah, it is centered. It's beautiful. I don't know. Again, the back, I don't know. It's the dark arts. The dark arts are
You
great.
got the card, not like the holder or the grade. Is it's a
Right.
great looking card and priced right. And the Boom Boom Mancini, man, you got a story to go with it, and now you
Yeah.
got something to present to the kiddos. That's greatness, man.
I'll send you his address. Just drop him a note and self-addressed stamped envelope, and he'll
Yeah,
sign for you.
that'll work.
Yeah.
How about you, Greg? Man, what you got?
Well, this week I've got a Folly a Man card, and I don't know if we've ever had this one on the show, Mark, but I know you have to remember that. I got that for $1.
Carlton Fisk, yeah, it's a beauty, man.
A
But the
B,
question is, how the hell is it a BCCG 9? Don't they only do 10s?
well, I've seen sevens. This nine
Mm.
is near mint or better, whatever that
Wow.
means.
You got something there. I've never seen one. I've never seen one that's not
Right.
a 10. That's
If,
amazing.
if anybody's doing a 1988 score rainbow of Carlton Fisk and BCCG, I've got a 9 if you need it. But yeah, so that's that one. Just folly, man. I mean, who would send a 1988 score Carlton Fisk in to be graded? Who would get it graded by BCCG? Really? You know what I mean? That's kind of a weird combo there. And then I was digging around, and I've got a couple of oddballs. I've got these red man cards. So I got a Marvin Grissom. He was a pitcher for the Giants. They're supposed to have a tab on the bottom. Unfortunately, I don't have the tab, but I don't really care. It's pretty cool.
Generally,
and then
they don't.
Yeah. If you get them with the tab, from what I understand, they're pretty rare with the tab. So then I got this one, which is pretty cool. That's Jackie Jensen.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that wouldn't fly. I guess he had to retire early because he couldn't fly. So he tried to madden it for a little while on a bus or whatever, a train, and just couldn't keep up with the team. Maybe, I don't know, but so Jackie Jensen. So I got that one and the Grissom guy right there, and then this one I forgot I had. This is pretty cool. Well, and Mark, Mark or Kelly, you guys both will probably know this. This is a 1971 Super Carl Yastrzemski, and it's got the 71 back. Do they slab those? Does SGC slab those, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how rare that is. I know like the 1970 is pretty rare, but that's 71. So pretty cool. And I forgot I had it. So.
Aren't they a little bigger? Like more oversized than the 70s?
Yeah. Well, they're definitely bigger than a regular card.
Right, yeah, but it meant like the 70s super size.
That's the word super, right? That's what made him super.
Mega.
Well, yeah, I guess that does make sense, doesn't it?
Mega.
The Captain Obvious here. But I'm not 100% sure, Mark. Honestly, I don't have a 70. I know that the 70 football, I have a Bob Greasy, and it seems like it's bigger. I'll have to dig that out and compare. But I have a 70 Bob Greasy super card. So those are really my cards of the week, just kind of some oddball stuff, the Yaz and I've also got this really trimmed Thurman Munson. So, I got that for like $2. I hoard 71s. People that know me know that I do that.
That's a great card. That's one of my favorite cards ever. And I don't like the Yankees. I don't really particularly like Thurman Munson, but that's a fabulous card. Collect a card.
Right. So, I mean, I've got this, and you can see when you put it together. Whoa, it's so trimmed that when I try to stack cards together, it falls off. Like I can't keep it in the stack. So yeah, it's real trimmed. But those are my cards of the week. Just some oddball stuff that I enjoy. So there you go. Anyway,
iconic though. That Munson is definitely an iconic card to have in your collection.
Really, I agree. That should have probably been his rookie card. And they did that a lot back then, where they'd have, somebody two or three or four, and it really just kind of, I don't know. There's so many you could go into, like Dale Murphy. He was on. What do you think about that, Mark? He was on 2
triple rookie. That one guy he was on 3 or 4, but
right.
Okay. I love that guy. I'm gonna have to go. I wish I could go back through the threads of that, and I admire that guy. I'd love to have him on the show because he was not yielding.
Right.
He was not
right. Yielding. I wish I remembered who that was.
Yeah. It's like I went to the doctor a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, I lost 30 pounds. My freaking A1 I'm just from 7.6 down to 5.6. I love to get this thing out of my arm and get off the medicine. And she just kept right on talking. She never lifted. It's just like I didn't even say anything. So that was like her, you know what I mean? So that was like that guy. He just kept right on going. It didn't matter what we were saying. He just kept right on going. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. And for context, if you don't know about that, he was on the Hill saying that the 1979 Dale Murphy was the rookie card.
Got to plant that flag, huh?
He did. It was great. Me and Greg were like, dude, it's not. We might give you like the 78 or whatever, the extended, but he was like, no, he wasn't having it, man. He was
First, I mean, you could technically call it his first solo card, I
you
guess,
could,
but
you could, if
you
you'd have
know,
framed it like that Jack Morris Burger King, that's
right.
astronomical. That's worth more than his freaking rookie card.
Well, that's actually a 78, so that's the
Yeah.
same year, and that thing's worth a fortune.
Yeah,
That
Hmm.
but
thing's
I mean, his
crazy.
regular issue, the Burger King is worth
Right,
substantially more.
right.
Like the Burger King, Kelly, you're right. Here we go. Star Wars gets you in on your thing. The Burger King Star Wars cards aren't worth more than this. There's the same year, the same thing, 77, but than the regular issue. But like with Jack Morris, that Burger King card is worth more. So I don't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, it is kind of odd. Do you have any of
Well,
those,
supply
Kelly?
and
You got any of
demand,
those
right?
Burger King?
You have the
Do you
Burger
have any of
King?
those Burger King cards?
No, I do not have any Star
No.
Wars Burger King cards at this
What about
time.
Wonder Bread?
Wonder Bread, I'm working on that set.
All
Trying to
right.
get all like SGC sevens.
Okay.
And, I'm about 2 cards shy.
All right. Yeah,
Well,
my favorite card is the Wonder Bread Darth Vader. I got that in a 7.5, so I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that's a beautiful card. I
I
remember you
love it.
showing it, man. It's
Yeah, I
good.
got that. There's actually a lot of them on eBay right now, a lot of sixes for like 115 bucks or six of them. So I was thinking about maybe getting them. But so
holy
that was your
cow!
first with Star Wars though? That was what
Yeah, that was my gateway to the
yeah.
hobby, man. I
That's awesome. That's
think
unusual
George
because I
Lucas. Right?
I love Star Wars, and then but I was a baseball and a Buffalo Bills. That was it. And then once I got back into the hobby, I just started chasing the Star Wars and the Darth Vader, and I find it's more fun, but I'm more about the having a good time than the money of it all. But yeah, Star Wars is fun. Do you do any of the modern issues or just
No, no, not really. Just the
the
1977 set. I don't have the complete Empire, and I never even bothered with like Return of the Jedi. By then, I was like the Ewoks. I was like, no, that's too kid-like. But
hmm
New Hope, man. Every time that is on TV or I walk past it, it's on. I gotta watch it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm that way with Jaws. Have y'all seen that new Jaws
Oh,
50 documentary?
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, it's good.
Is it good? That's on my playlist. I can't wait to see that because
Yeah, I
that
was in
freaked
and
me out when
out.
I was a kid.
It was
You haven't
nighttime.
seen it?
I've been
So
in and out on it. Yeah,
yeah,
it's I put it on and I go to sleep. So,
that's funny.
while we're talking movies and culture, who would have thought Ozzy was going to die? Ozzy Osbourne. That was something I'd like to talk about a little bit. That is a surprise, and I hit X. I saw Ozzy's dead, and it was like, holy cow! You just had that concert a couple weeks ago.
Exactly. Weeks ago, man. Personal story on that, Mark and Greg, is that was my first concert, 1984.
Excellent.
Motley Crue opened, and
Mhm.
Ozzy was there at Reunion Arena in Dallas.
Was that
Still got the
Ultimate Sin
concert shirt.
tour? Was that the Ultimate Sin tour?
No, that was Bark at the
Bark at the
Moon
Moon.
tour
All right, yeah,
with
cool.
Jake E. Lee
Dickie
replacing
Lee, yeah,
Randy Rhoads, and
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like I said, Motley Crue opened, and that was just an insane show, man. I was in seventh grade that year.
wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Motley
I
was
see.
on
I
the Shot
wasn't.
with the Devil, right? Motley was on the
Yeah,
Shot with the Devil tour, and yeah, that was
they were
wild.
just getting kind of there, making their name and getting out there.
So where did you see
Opening.
that at? Wasn't that the tour where Ozzy snorted the ants or whatever and pissed on the
They were
elephant and
dumping
did all that crazy
flour
stuff?
on him, and Motley Crue's
Yeah.
dumping flour on him at the end of the show.
Well, she
And
saw it in Dallas, right?
yeah, yeah,
All
so I'm in
right.
Dallas.
So that was the tour that Ozzy got like banned from Texas, though, I think.
No, I think that was before that, Fryer down in San
Well, that
Antonio.
is banned from San
Him and
Antonio, right?
a winged creature.
Right. Dallas was still cool. Yeah, I've seen Ozzy a bunch of times and Sabbath and all that, and iconic. It's crazy. I figured that his health was poor and death was imminent at some point soon, but I didn't expect. I mean, Facebook turned into Ozzy Book, Twitter
Mhm.
X turned into Ozzy X, and it was just
Oh yeah,
crazy the impact that he had, and whatever side of the aisle you were on, he was an icon. I mean, no, there'll never be another one, I'm sure.
Well, in memoriam, I'm wearing this
There you
concert
go,
shirt.
brother. Sabbath, awesome.
2005.
I love it,
Saw
man.
Black Sabbath. He was on his I guess what was it, Ozfest tour in '06.
Hmm.
I've seen him only twice, '84 and then in 2006.
All right. I bought
that's
the
cool.
concert the last the back to the beginning, the concert there, the farewell concert, and that was amazing. But you could tell. But what struck me is like Zach Wild. I play guitar is always one of my favorites. Zach never left Ozzy's side. Now, I told my wife, I said something's up because Zach stayed close right by Ozzy the whole time. He was like, "I got you, brother," and I'm like, something's going on there because Zach was like, he wouldn't wander off to solo. He just stuck right with Ozzy the whole time. So
Yeah.
you can see that bond between the two of them. That's pretty cool. So yeah, fare thee well, John Michael Osborne. All the best
I've got
with
to
it.
ask you guys both favorite Black Sabbath slash Ozzy Osbourne song. Do y'all
Sure.
have one of those?
Well, I do.
you're
You
you're
tell,
more of
on
a
fair.
you're more of a super fan than I am. I liked Ozzy. I didn't listen to much more than what was on the radio though. So you go ahead, Mark, and I'll tell you mine in a minute.
All right. Well, as far as Black Sabbath songs go, I love Symptom of the Universe. Especially on the Speak of the Devil album with Brad Gillis, the album that Ozzy did, the live album all Sabbath covers after Randy died. It's just got some real killer tone and punch. And when the bass drops in by Rudy Sarzo, and so
Yeah,
Symptom of the Universe, I like that. Both Ozzy and Sabbath. I love War Pigs, and we use that
yeah,
as our intro to the show sometimes. So, I love that song. War Pigs is amazing. As far as Ozzy goes, You Can't Kill Rock and Roll. I love that song. And then I also love, just absolutely freaking love Diary of a Madman. That's just a
Dude,
yeah.
that's what
great
I was going
freaking
to go
album.
with.
Great song. Just Diary of a Madman is just, I mean, that is Randy Rhoads 101. That's everything. Classical metal, everything. And Ozzy's on point. And yeah, I love that song, Diary of a Madman.
That was my Ozzy song, and then for Black Sabbath, I keep it simple, man. Paranoid. I just
Sure.
it's the upbeat, it's quick, and it hits, and really enjoy it. How about you, Greg?
Yeah. I think mine would probably have to be definitely for Sabbath. It'd be War Pigs. I mean, that's like you said, Mark. It's a classic, and Ozzy. I kind of I listened to a lot of metal when he was doing his solo stuff, but I didn't really listen to a lot of Ozzy for
Hmm.
some reason. I don't really know
Yeah.
why. Shot in the Dark. I love that
There you
song.
go. It's a great song. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. The video was cool, and it really kind of introduced me to Ozzy outside of Black Sabbath. And for a while I didn't even realize that was the same dude. And then I was like,
Yeah.
well, wait a second, that's Ozzy Osbourne. Holy cow!
Hmm.
So that video kind of got me a little bit more into his music. Crazy Train. They played
Yeah.
that more um, after Randy died than obviously before, and that's always been a good song. It's probably his most well known song, solo wise anyway. But yeah, Shot in the Dark's always been a cool one. And anytime I hear that on the radio, or sometimes I'll just YouTube it, and I turn
Right.
that up really loud. That's a good song.
With
So he had
Ozzy,
a lot.
I like the deeper cuts more than I never like Flying Eye Again and Crazy Train and all. That's kind of like Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction. You heard
Right,
it too much, you just kind of like, so I did kind of gravitate towards You Can't Kill Rock and Roll and Diary of a Madman, Believer, songs that were less, they were more album cuts, so to speak.
right.
But yeah, just a tremendous. I mean, man, iconic.
Rest in peace, Ozzy. Have you,
Absolutely.
now one final question for you guys on Ozzy? Did y'all see his show he did with Jack and with Kelly
Mhm.
recently, where they were going around and he went to the
The road
Alamo?
trip? Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
the road
that.
trip show.
Jack and Ozzy and Jack, whatever's road trip. That show is freaking great, man.
It really is. It
Loved
really
it.
is. If you
Yeah,
haven't
loved
seen it,
it.
you should watch it. It's good.
Yeah,
It's
loved
really
it.
good. And he goes back to the Alamo and he's like, I don't
Yeah.
even remember what I did here.
Crazy, man.
You and the winged creatures, Dad.
Right, right. So yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy. He's from all accounts a generous, kind man. And I don't know, metal lost
And
an icon,
real
really.
quick, maybe you have some experiences with this, Kelly, is we had some pretty poor shipping practices this week. Had some things show up. They were like ready for the grave themselves. That was crazy, man. So it's for whatever reason, my card buying experience, that 1957 Hank Aaron that I bought is still out in the wind, and I'm gonna have to file for a refund. Whenever I get cards, it just seems to be an odyssey and adventure. It's my lot in life. So that's why I'm really happy that the cardboard kids and really stepped up and gave me some good stuff because I really needed it. And I was getting kind of disgusted again with card collecting. And then, somebody that we kind of mended a fence with came in out of the dark and did a good job and restored my faith in humanity.
I was gonna ask, do y'all think it's obviously shippers, those who are, those that are selling those cards, I mean, is there like a 101 that they could refer to? I mean, you got the internet, but are there YouTube videos that kind of show like a how to, or is that something that y'all could enlighten the masses on?
Sure.
Well, I mean, I ship probably the most out of all three of us, and really, I know how you feel about cardboard, Mark. So
All good, man.
yeah, I know. You use the ding defenders, and that
Yeah.
those things are cool. I got a couple from you this week, so I'm going to recycle those. But
All right, cool, right?
um, just make sure the thing that got me about the shipments that you and I both got, Mark, was he reused a mailer. You
Yeah,
can't
there
really
you go. Yeah.
reuse a bubble mailer. So
Mm-mm. Not
get a poly.
the plastic ones you can, or the once or twice, but not the paper or whatever that's called.
Yeah, it just degrades so much, and if you open
Mm-mm.
it, I mean, it's you can't tape that really. So
Mm-mm.
get poly mailers, sandwich your cards, put your cards in sleeves, um, put your cards in top loaders, sandwiched. They don't all have to be in top loaders, but you need to have a top loader sandwich at a minimum in your team bag. Cover both sides with either a ding defender or cardboard, and then
All right.
painter's tape around the whole thing. So make like a little cardboard sandwich. But I mean, that's
I
really
think it makes
Yeah,
sense.
right on, man.
it's really the best way to describe it is make a cardboard
I
sandwich and tape it and
I
weatherproof it.
for me, I learned from watching others, and I learned from Greg. Early back in the day, I'll give a shout out to back in the day, early guest on like show number two, or Brian Zalanka was shipped good back in the day. So I
Yeah,
learned from like Greg to South. So the people that I bought cards from, I kind of learned from. And then I evolved where I didn't feel like sitting around cutting cardboard. And Dr. Ford's like, bro, you got like all these half-ass cut up cardboard boxes all over the damn house. So that's why I
right,
went to the Ding Defender, and it was just easier. But for me, my model of selling changed a little bit where I'm doing a lot more one-off single cards on this one site in the envelope and go. So I can use the Ding Defenders in an envelope ship, and
right.
it doesn't raise the cost of shipping. And I know the card is going to get there. So when I change my model, that's why I mean I can't use cardboard cut cardboard, and I don't want to use. Everybody uses all kinds of different things in the envelope. Kelly, you got that card in the envelope. What did you think? Right, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, no, it rocked, man. It was well sealed and well protected, and when I opened it, everything was primo.
Yeah, I will basically I'll put a picture in when I edit the show is I put two card defenders together and I put that inside of a crappy plain white envelope inside of a nice brown envelope. Bang, there you go. Two stamps, and that makes sure it doesn't get run through the machine. So there's a lot of
Right.
debate about machine and non-machine stamps and this postage and that postage. I'll keep it real simple for you people. If you want to send a card down the road and you don't want it to go through the machine, and it's like four cards or less, drop two forever stamps on it, and they handle it. They handle it. It doesn't go through the machine. That's the easiest
Right.
thing to do. So, because if I got a non-machinable stamp, it doesn't mean anything. So,
Well, yeah,
good.
if you don't get the red stamp with non-machinable, there's zero chance they're going to even notice the stamp. So
Yeah.
I use the non-machinable stamps, but I also get their red stamp when I get to the post
Yeah.
office and
Right
stamp the
on.
envelope like 3 times.
And I
So
don't
it's
have the
been
time. I don't go to the post office. I live out in the middle of
right.
nowhere. My mail carrier, she's freaking awesome. So she thanks me for keeping them in business. And I just give it to
Right.
her. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, if you're dropping shipping at your house, you
mhm,
can't. I mean, unless you
yeah,
buy one, I guess. But
right. Yeah.
that's I got this. I found this. I didn't
Oh,
realize that
Reggie
was his rookie
McKenzie. There
card.
you go. Is that his
That's his
That's
rookie?
rookie card.
74.
Yeah,
Man,
Reggie McKenzie, man.
that guy should be in the Hall of Fame. Joe DeLamielleur's in the Hall of Fame. Reggie McKenzie. Like I say, is a guy to watch Reggie McKenzie play. And back then it was Section B2 in Rich Stadium. Reggie McKenzie kicked ass, man. That guy, he's better than DeLamielleure. Reggie McKenzie
Yeah,
was amazing. He
Well,
was
Delamalover was always the one that got the All Pro on the card, and he was like the one who got all the accolades. But you're
right.
right. I think Reggie McKenzie was just as good.
Reggie McKenzie was dynamite. Yeah, he should be in the Hall
Yeah.
of Fame.
Sorry, I
Dynamite.
didn't mean to take us off on that tangent there, you guys. I just saw
All
that
right.
card and I was like,
All
that's his
good.
rookie.
That's what we do. Streaming card consciousness, where the road takes us, you know?
Hey, Greg, you know how you
Yeah.
brought up 1974?
Yeah.
Here's a 1974.
Nice.
Working on
Roger
this
Staubach.
run.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
working on this guy and all
Yeah.
sevens.
So
All
Nice.
sevens.
that's your all time favorite guy, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, man.
Yeah.
Got the Dr. Pepper empty commemorative bottle from 1979 when he retired, and oh yeah, man, he was my soccer jersey number was 12 after Roger as a kid growing up. So yeah,
Right. Why did they not have a 1980 card of him? What happened? You know,
I
is
mean
it
he
because he
retired at the end
retired?
of the '79 season.
Yeah. They
So I
still
mean,
should have had a card for
he's on that was it passing leaders card in 1980, but he doesn't have a solo card.
Right.
I guess they didn't do him like they did a Mickey Mantle and give him that extra year.
Right, right. I've always thought it was weird too that Earl Campbell only had one card, but I guess he had a dispute with
Yeah,
Topps.
contract
That's
dispute. Yeah, using his image.
that's yeah, that's crazy to me. But anyway, well, yeah, I mean, shipping. Bottom line, act like you care. People are spending money with you. They don't have to spend money with you. They can spend it with somebody else. So, this guy that sent us both retread mailers, we both were lucky. We both were lucky that the cards were even still in there.
Right.
So
I got to shout out
that's
Andrew
really
Cravata too. I was thinking about Kelly's cards of the week. Thank you, Andrew, for sending me that box of cards for room 6. I really appreciate it. And they'll be on the center table opening day. Kelly, when school start for
yeah,
you?
absolutely.
August, well, in the classroom,
Yeah.
August 12th.
All right,
Uh,
August 11th
and
for
I
us.
also coach football, and so
All right.
we just started our meetings this week. So yeah, we're
All right.
getting back into install and the grind, and yep, here we go, new
Yeah, our
season.
preseason starts
Yeah.
on August 1st. I'm not going back till the 4th, and then we got kids in the building on the 11th.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna have a hard time
Well, I
following.
want to say a prayer for one of the Dolphins.
Uh-oh.
I want
Okay.
to say a prayer for one of the Dolphins guys who got airlifted out of training camp today,
I
and I
heard
think it
that.
might have been heat related.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping he's okay. So I'm just saying a prayer for the lineman. I don't remember his name, but what's that?
Don't matter. Dolphin,
Yeah, say a
lineman,
prayer for him. So
absolutely.
just be careful with the heat, Kelly. Is my
Oh yeah,
point
you
there.
gotta
It's
hydrate
super
and
hot outside.
dry fit shirts, long sleeve. You gotta wear a big old boonie hat, and
Oh yeah.
you gotta protect yourself,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I spent the better part of 12 years outside every day working in the Badlands of vacant foreclosed
Good
houses.
God, man.
So, I was at Disney 2 days ago and it was 110. I was like, oh my God.
Did you get the obligatory 1 to 3 p.m. Rainstorm?
Yeah, we didn't get it. We didn't get it. It was hot, man. We haven't been really getting the rain. It's been like 110. So this is the hottest it's been since we moved down here, and it's crazy. So yeah, be
Yeah,
careful. But
it's been
thank you,
crazy.
Kelly, for being a teacher and working with kids. And at times it could be a thankless task, but when we get the reward, it's great. But it's not easy. So anytime I have an opportunity to thank a fellow educator, I do. So I really appreciate it. And, God bless and thank you so much for that, Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, you guys. Does anybody have anything they want to say in parting? I mean,
Yeah, I
we're
want
running
people
up
to
on
watch
them. So
Kelly's show. We're going to put the link in there. And, again, we're very open to anybody, and there's plenty of room and there's plenty of fruit on the tree. And if you dig us, check out Kelly's show with Patrick, and we're going to put the link up. And as you can see, we're all kind of like-minded individuals, and we're not yelling and screaming and breaking cards and, ripping boxes and hit maniacs and all that. It's about the relationships and, being able to on a Wednesday night, kicking it around for a while. And I really appreciate that. So everybody check out Kelly's show with Patrick and Blitz Weekly, and we'll put the link in.
Oh, I definitely look forward to partnering up with y'all again, and yeah, maybe we can do this a few times a year and just kind of do a home and home series and
Yeah,
cards.
right
you and
on.
I, you're in our arena now, and
Well, I missed the first one because of connection issues. So this has been fun. It's been good to get on it with both of y'all this time.
I
So
keep it G-rated. I love you, brother. I keep it G-rated.
Let me start real quick, man. National. It's next week up in Chi-Town, man. So, y'all have any of that FOMO going on, or have y'all ever been to a national, or is that
No,
even
I'd
something?
love to go, but again, it's time and economics. It's always right in the middle of when I seem to have stuff going on, with school or work, and it's
School
hard.
year, definitely, man.
Yeah.
oh, I would love to go. I mean, from what I hear, it's sensory overload almost. So I
It's
would
in
love to go.
Chicago? Is it in
Yeah,
Chicago? Go
yeah.
ahead, Richard. Richard will be bird dogging for us.
Oh yeah.
He
Well,
got
and
me a
he's
couple, some really good Luke Easters up there last time. So I'll have to remind him that if he sees any Luke Easters to pop on him for me.
right. He's hinted at like hosting sometime if we ever want to come up there too.
Yeah, I'd
So
love to. But I'm
yeah,
hunting,
but
before we got here, I'm hunting a 1953 Bowman collar Luke Easter that's not a fortune. It's in, a nice graded mid, 4, 5, 6, something like that.
don't you have one of those already?
I don't have a graded one.
Oh, I got you.
I have 353 Bowman collars, but I don't have a graded one. Maybe I should sell a couple and get
Or
a,
send one in.
yeah, maybe. I don't again, though, I don't think they're gonna grade. They're not,
Yeah.
messed up. So
Say, if
they're
y'all can twist Richard's arm, man, maybe next year or the year after, we can go up there to Chicago, or if they ever
all
host in Atlanta, maybe we could all meet up in Atlanta. That'd be a fun trip too.
right. Well, we'll have to
Well, and
get,
that's what I was just going to say. I think Atlanta's in the running for like 2028 or 2029. So maybe that, it's either Atlanta or Detroit. So hopefully Atlanta. That'd be cool.
And I'll just say, man, in my neck of the woods here in Dallas, we have this show called the Dallas Card Show every 2 months. And provided it's not a, football season or wrestling season, definitely want to invite you guys. Come on out, man. We'll
yeah,
hit
I'd
the
like,
show here in town.
I'll definitely come that way. Yeah. See, here we go. Streaming card consciousness. Now you just took me on another path, but we ain't done yet, baby. You ever run into Moynihan? You're in Dallas, right? Mike Moynihan. You ever run into
Yeah,
this guy?
he's a busy man. He goes on Thursdays with some of
Right.
the VIP folks. I get to go in on Saturdays or Sundays if time permits.
But
But
have you
I'd
ever
like
met
to
him?
hang out with him and learn.
You
So
ever met Moynihan? Have you ever met him
no,
or run into him?
no.
I was
Now
just wondering if he was.
Rich Klein, Dr. Beckett's
Yeah,
friend.
right.
He and I worked together back in the day, so he's been on my show, and I'll definitely support his own card show for Rich
Yeah.
Klein,
All
Uncle
right.
Rich.
Yeah, because he's kind of I just wondered if he uses like. Actually, again, full disclosure, his Golden Age of Cardboard, the last 2, 3 shows that he's had, they've been fire. And usually they're kind of dry in the journey and he's preachy. And I got to admit, man, Moynihan's last couple of shows have been really
He's
good.
got the knowledge, man, and so I
Yeah, he
just love
does.
listening
Yeah.
and learning.
Well,
So
again, hey, I call it like it is, man. Moynihan's last call. I just wondered if you ever ran into him because he's from Dallas. And
yeah, I'd like to one of these days, man. And
all
like I
right,
said,
well, we'll
you
see what we
guys,
can do, man. I'll shake his tree. We got John Jabs on board with us. I'll see if I can get Mr. Moynihan to give us a watch.
that'll work, man.
All right.
Everybody, yeah, y'all, it's been really cool. And everybody, I hope y'all have a good rest of the week. Stay cool. Kelly, when you go back to school, stay hydrated. Mark, you too, man.
Right on.
It's brutal outside, but thank you for hanging out with us on a Wednesday night, everybody. And Kelly, we'll have you on again.
We'll
Mark,
do this again, guys.
as
All right.
always, man. Love you,
Right on.
buddy.
All right. Take care. Love you, Greg, man. Love you too, Kelly. Right on. Carry the fire. Thank you.
Take care.
All right.